Okay, crypto friends, this is for January 31st, last day of the month. Hopefully it was a good month for you. We're going into the weekend with headline risks of tariff, possible war headlines, so we'll see what comes of that. The stock market didn't like it, so we'll see what crypto has to see. So we've topped out. We were looking for a lower high on Bitcoin, and we're kind of looking at this as an inverse head and shoulders on the daily at this point. So we're looking for a higher low, daily higher low right now than 97,766 on Bitcoin. There's no signs yet. Oh, we're bouncing on the 4 hour, but we're still just a 4 hour bear flag at this point. So we need the bulls to come pick this up right now. And yeah, save this inverse head and shoulders. Ethereum, a bit weaker, a lot weaker than Bitcoin anyways. We broke this upper trend line, was following this falling wedge. We're catching support from the 200 moving average here. We're bumping into the 50, and that might be what's holding it down, but we sold off. Kind of we were back testing this, so maybe that's what it wanted to do before we put in a 4 hour higher low. So we'll watch to see if these 8 and 12 exponential moving averages are our guide. But we did break this top here, so that's why I am thinking we should put in a daily higher low. That was the most important level at this point, so we should put in a daily higher low at this point, just since we broke the previous daily resistance. And that's what we're looking for. Solana. So we have a daily downtrend now on Solana, inside bar on today. We still haven't confirmed any 4 hour trend to the up. Oh wait. No, we did have a 4 hour trend change, which was topped out right away. Might be looking at this like a rising wedge, or just, yeah, something to that effect. We're looking at this at the moment. We did get a big enough retracement actually on this. Okay, so we could be seeing like an equilibrium play out at this point on the 4 hour. That's what I'm looking for. Hopefully we don't lose this bottom, but we do have the 50 moving average underneath it. XRP, we're bull flagging just underneath all-time highs. We've got kind of an inverse head and shoulders shaping up. We are currently consolidating on the daily, looking for a higher low, daily higher low than this, which we also have the 50 moving average there. So hopefully, actually we do have a 4 hour equilibrium shaping up too at this point. We did put in a quick daily higher low and a quick, yeah, so we got a 4 hour equilibrium playing out here. These are the key levels at this point. If we do break down, we are looking for that daily higher low than this. And if we break bull, we just have this level above, and that would be us confirming an inverse head and shoulders at that point. So yeah, that's on watch. Inverse head and shoulders still at this point, holding up fairly well at this point. As long as we hold this equilibrium, that's the bull case. Kaspa. So I'm looking at this as a potential long-term top, as a long-term head and shoulders. We do have 4 touches on this level here at the 10-cent level, 10,128 level. So that is the bear case. We are currently trying to change. Oh, So we bounced on the weekly. We did, okay, we're trying to change the daily trend. So from this flush, we just got a straight shot up, but we didn't actually change the daily trend. So we're still seeing lower highs and lower lows on the daily. So we need to see, the bulls need to step up now. So from this bounce here, it looks like we could be shaping up an inverse head and shoulders, but we need the bulls to start stepping in now, like pretty soon. Otherwise, we are at risk. We do have this equilibrium too. Otherwise, we are at risk of a long-term top. So this could be seen as an equilibrium, looking for that lower high here. But yeah, currently we have a daily inverse head and shoulders on watch for that monthly higher low, or I guess weekly higher low, sorry. We want a weekly higher low, and ideally change the weekly trend as well. So that's what I'm looking at Caspa. Caution on that name right now. Vine, that doesn't look too good. So we are in a daily we bear flagged on the daily right here from this giant move. Bear flagged, shooting down again. All we're looking at is the all-time lows essentially. And there's not much else to play off. We need to see a bounce, a significant enough bounce. So we'll check the 1 hour. Yeah, even on the 1 hour time frame, looking for, oh, we still haven't, wait for a bounce that goes above the 0.382 on one of the time frames, at least to the 0.5 or golden pocket, and then try and find, like, if I was playing this name, and then try and scout a higher low than that. Wait for the pullback, because the pullback could just be fast, just like this. The hourly 8 and 12 EMAs are holding this name down, so it's in a bit of a free fall as well. Find a level to play off of besides the all-time low. Dogecoin. So we have a equilibrium here is the bigger pattern that we're looking at. This is the key level to hold at this point, 30.50. And we are currently bear flagging on the daily. So would that be a weekly? So we're trying to hopefully set a weekly higher low at this point. But we need to see the bulls show up at this point. We're just bear flagging on the daily. And if we lose 30.50, we are breaking out of this long-term pattern, and we are at risk of a much larger move to the downside. Unless we just actually, then we would have to break this 26.26 level. But ideally, we hold at the 30.50 level right here. Yeah, I guess actually no, we are still just looking for a weekly higher low than 26.26 actually. This is a weekly equilibrium. So yeah, looking for a weekly higher low than 26.26. The sooner we set it, the better. All right, SUI. So SUI is trying to put in a weekly higher low as well right here. Once we do put in this weekly higher low, we would still be looking for a lower high than this double top, this tweezer top on the weekly. Yeah, so this is a bit of a head and shoulders pattern setting up here. We could be setting up the right shoulder, which you don't have to have big drawn out right shoulders. It could just be a little bear flag right into a dump, and that's your right shoulder. It could be a very weak right shoulder. But we are bouncing on the daily. We haven't topped out yet. Ideally, we see more bounce. Actually, we got above overall the 0.382, so we are increasing the odds that we can find a daily higher low. But we do want to see this bounce more. Ideally, to the golden pocket would give bulls more confidence that we should see a higher low. And this could play out for quite a while. at this point, being a weekly equilibrium. All right, ARC. Not sure why this is a top name. We're in free fall. I would not recommend playing this name. There is unlimited, well, 100% downside risk at this point. Wait for if you're gonna play this name, which I wouldn't recommend it. Wait for a bounce that's significant enough that you can play a higher low from. But this is terrible. TOSHI was in a 4-hour equilibrium that broke bear. So we have our higher low, lower high, higher low, lower high, lower low. Now we're looking for a lower high at this point, but this move hasn't started bouncing actually yet. So we might be about to bounce, but we would just be looking for a lower high than 0.0017176. So this top right here, that is the lower. We would be looking for a lower high at that point because it's pulled back enough. So bears would be looking to jump in, find a 4-hour lower high than that point. Or we could just keep dumping, one of the two. Trump coin, not good. I don't have a lot nice to say about this. Especially we could be looking at tariff war, so that people might not take lightly to that and want to dump his name too. So at this point, we're still trying to change the hourly trend. We are looking at, I'm not sure if this is the actual all-time lows, but on this chart, it is the all-time lows. That's the only thing we have for reference at this point. Once this starts bouncing on the hourly, we would just be looking for an hourly lower high than 2659.598, and from there we would if you get a good enough bounce, then you can play a higher low. But at this point, we're still lower low, lower high, lower low. Expect a lower high, could be a lower low. We could just keep pushing ourselves down. And the thing is, if we just go straight down, I'd be more inclined to play off this type of level than if we slowly cool off. This is the way worse way to come to a support level and test a support level, because it has lots more potential to have legs to the downside. Okay, so that's it for the 31st. I'll be here this weekend to do recaps for just crypto, and I'm going to be doing entry and exit strategies, and yeah, so look out for that. It'll be pretty informative and might help you with how to scout an entry for buying, and then what to look for if you need to exit. All right, thank you very much, and see you tomorrow.